is getting to the point where he can really blow some people up, and especially late into a fight is going to be quite dangerous.
Those gauntlets, and this another big change by Monga is for a tank build, they built double Crucible. That has actually prevented Mike83 from tormenting Team Edge with those punts, and also prevents them from stunning out the Big Red Button. There comes down the ultimate. Big Red Button is up. There it goes down. It's doing a ton of damage. You do see the Fountains. In comes Edge. Team Vertigo's trying. Down goes Deliquin, I mean. The Crucibles have been helpful, but oh, the stun by Galactic. Oh, this team fight's going in favor of Team Vertigo. Oh my gosh, guys, this might be...
the big part there was that the ult from Edge player missed.
It did miss. Now, they have the double Crucibles to ensure those gets off, but without having them all lined up in a row, Team Vertigo averted what could have been the end of the match for them.
Yeah, great turnaround by Team Vertigo, because at that point they were, even if not on the back step.
They were definitely on the back step.
After all those aces.
That is game, guys. Wow, really impressive showing by Team Edge. Huge round of applause, guys. We want to get into the builds right away. GG, that was much better than the first game. You know what? Edge put on a really good show. Vertigo did too, trying to come back in there. And thank you, everybody, for not selling your builds. I really appreciate it. Very respectful for the streamer in the match. Guys, let's get into this builds. What do you see, Commander? What stands out?
The first thing is the double... Crucibles from Arden meant that he could block not only Jules' ult, but also get through the stun or whatever it was that was coming.
Oh yeah,
out
Jewel was on his team with the double Crucible from Arden.
Yeah, sorry, I must have flipped those around. So Arden, he had double Crucible, so he could block the Glaive stun, and he could block the Catherine stun. So that meant that, assuming he popped those at the right time, his Vox would be able to kite for days without having to worry about being punted back or being just locked down by the Catherine stun. So that was really nice on their part. On Team Vertigo's part, the Crucible is obviously nice because you have an Arden on the Edge team, so that allows you to get through the gauntlet. And then also the fact that they had so many Fountains yet again just allowed them to sustain through those fights just really, really well. I mean, Fountains are probably one of the strongest tank items in the game at the moment, and I really, really like how they managed to spread them out to keep their carries, especially Koshka, alive, even though she was being targeted so heavily.
Yeah. I think that one of the big things I saw here was the increased defensive items by Team Edge. It really paid off. Honestly, the triple Crucible that they had on their team allowed Jewel to get off her ultimate every single time. Jewel never not got off her ultimate. Unfortunately, the last ultimate missed. But if it hadn't missed, that team fight would have gone in their direction. Because it missed, again, great strategy, great execution by Team Edge. From basically minute 15 on, they played very, very, very well. They almost took the game. One small mistake. Guys, one small mistake can cost you the game, and that's what happened. And Team Vertigo was able to live and take the best out of 3 with the second game. But I got to say, both games highly contested. This one came right down to the wire.
Yeah, a small little point to take, though, is I think Mike was having a little bit of fun there buying the second breaking. I don't think that was actually an item meant to be bought, but we'll have to talk to him about that later.
He might have bought it right at the end. It's hard to see what people buy right before. I don't recall seeing the double breaking point there when they were playing. I think that the quadruple fountain on Team Vertigo was not as effective this match. It was very, very effective, but when you've got a Vox that can potentially do a little bit of silencing, it can kind of slow you down.